All right, picture this. A packed first-class cabin, 30,000 feet in the air, and suddenly smack a handprint burns red on Marcus Thompson's cheek, a tech CEO who's built an empire from nothing. The whole plane goes dead quiet. Phones pop up like fireflies, and in minutes, those shaky videos are racking up millions of views online. This isn't just a bad day on a flight, it's the spark that torches an airline to the ground. I'm telling you Marcus's story today, and trust me, it's a wild ride. So stick with me, and let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Marcus, 38, is the kind of guy you read about in Forbes. Sharp, driven, a black man who turned a laptop and a dream into Apex Innovations, a cybersecurity giant worth billions. He's flying home to Charlotte after sealing a massive deal in Seattle, but his usual airline's grounded with engine trouble, so he's stuck on Horizon Airways, a big-name carrier with a shiny reputation. At the check-in counter, the vibe shifts the second Agent Greg Palmer looks up. ID and membership card, Greg says, voice flat, eyes narrowing like Marcus doesn't belong in first class. Marcus slides over his platinum card, cool as ever. Headed to Charlotte, first class, he says, but Greg's inspecting that ID like it's a fake, asking, how do you get this status? The kind of question that's less about policy and more about prejudice. Marcus, used to this nonsense, just smiles. Flying a lot, same as everyone else. Greg's lips twitch, but he hands over the boarding pass. Gate 17B, 40 minutes. In the first-class lounge, Marcus feels the usual stress, often the only black face in these spaces. He shrugs it off, reviews his notes, and heads to board. Flight attendant Lisa Carter greets him at the door, her smile fading fast. Boarding pass? She snaps, scanning it like she's looking for a flaw. Marcus settles into 12A, a window seat, and notices another attendant, Josh Reed, practically rolling out the red carpet for a white businessman, Paul Grayson. Mr. Grayson, great to see you, Champagne. Josh beams, while Marcus gets a curt nod, like he's invisible. Across the aisle, Emma Brooks, a sharp-eyed ad exec, catches it all and leans over. First time on Horizon? She asks. Marcus chuckles. First and forever. Usually stick with Skyline. Emma smirks. Smart. Horizon's got issues. Then it happens. Lisa's voice drifts from the galley, not quite a whisper. Doesn't look like first-class material, probably used points. Marcus, no stranger to this kind of jab, reaches for his headphones, only to realize they're in his checked bag. Great. 6 hours of this. As the plane taxis, his throat's parched from the dry cabin air, so he hits the call button. Lisa appears, looking annoyed. Yes. Can I get some water before takeoff? Marcus asks, polite as always. Lisa's eyes narrow. We're preparing for takeoff, you'll wait. But Paul Grayson's sipping champagne across the aisle, and Emma's got a sparkling water. Marcus stays calm. I noticed others got drinks, so I thought. Lisa cuts him off. FAA rules, sir. Wait 20 minutes. Her tone's sharp, dripping with condescension. Emma mouths, that's BS. And Marcus nods, swallowing his frustration. At cruising altitude, Lisa serves everyone but Marcus. He hits the call button again. Josh comes over, glancing at Lisa, who's laughing with Paul. I asked for water earlier, Marcus says. Josh mumbles, I'll check. And Lisa finally shows up, tossing a plastic cup, not the glass tumblers others got, on a Marcus's tray, splashing his cuff. Your water, she says, already turning. Marcus calls out, hey, you spilled some. Lisa spins back, smirking. It's just water, it'll dry. That's it. Marcus straightens. I'd like to speak to your supervisor. Lisa's voice hardens. I am the lead attendant. Then I want the captain, Marcus says, still calm but firm. Paul Grayson pipes up. Some people don't know their place in first class, always demanding special treatment. The cabin's silent now, phone's out, recording. Marcus turns to Paul. I'm asking for the same respect you're getting, nothing more. Lisa snaps. You're disturbing, everyone lower your voice. Marcus doesn't flinch. I'm speaking as loud as he is. That's when Lisa loses it. How dare you call me discriminatory, she shouts, and her hand flies across Marcus's face. Gasps echo. Emma's filming, yelling. She just hit him. The cockpit door swings open, and First Officer Ryan Holt demands, what's going on? Emma's voice cuts through. She assaulted him unprovoked. The plane diverts to Raleigh, and Marcus's phone's blowing up videos are at 10 million views. Horizon's PR team scrambles with a weak statement. We're investigating an incident. Twitter erupts Horizon hate, flying while black. At Horizon's HQ in Houston, CEO Richard Vance is blindsided. His stock's tanking 15% in an hour. Marcus, meanwhile, isn't backing down. In a Raleigh airport conference room, his team's ready. His PR lead, Kayla Reed, says, 27 million views now. CNN wants a statement. Marcus shakes his head. No comments yet. Get our lawyers here. Horizon's regional director, Tom Wells, sweats as he offers Marcus a fat settlement. An unfortunate incident, Mr. Thompson will fire Lisa. Marcus leans forward. Assault, Tom. And Lisa's not the problem, it's your whole system. I've got emails from your own people saying she's had complaints before, all buried. Tom's face pales. Marcus isn't settling. Horizon fights back dirty. Articles pop up, smearing Marcus's business as aggressive, even targeting his 16-year-old daughter, Mia, with online harassment. Paul Grayson, a Horizon shareholder, goes on TV, claiming Marcus was unhinged. Lisa plays the victim, crying about one mistake ruining her life. But Marcus flips the script. His team drops a website, Horizon Exposed, with leaked documents showing years of ignored complaints about bias. A whistleblower, flight attendant Maria Lopez, risks everything to back him up. It's not just Lisa, she tells Marcus. They train us to prioritize high-value passengers. Guess who that excludes? The public's done. Horizon stock crashes 60%, partners bail, and pilots walk out, led by Captain David Lee, who says, "We're done flying for a company that disrespects people." 3 weeks later, Horizon files for bankruptcy. $2 billion in losses, routes abandoned, employees jobless. Marcus watches from his Charlotte office, not celebrating. This wasn't the goal, he tells Kayla. They could have fixed this with accountability, not denial. But from the ashes, change rises. 6 months later, Marcus stands at the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, launching the Fair Flight Alliance, a push for industry reform, transparent complaints, bias training, the works. Emma's heading a new oversight board, and Apex's software flags discriminatory patterns for airlines. Marcus's daughter, Mia, tells him, "You showed me standing up matters, even when it's hard." That hits deep. So what do you think? Was Marcus right to burn it all down, or should he have taken the money and walked? Drop a 1 in the comments if you're with him. 2, if you'd have played it differently. And hey, have you ever faced something like this bias that made your blood boil? Share your story below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more real talk about justice. This isn't just Marcus's fight, it's a wake-up call for all of us.